I was lying beside you the other day watching you sleep, and I just started thinking about how you're going to grow up, and I figure you are probably going to be the most normal out of any of us. I can barely even remember my childhood at all, to be honest. I do remember the night that we kind of figured out why we were the way that we were, to say the least. New Year's 1996. My sister came home completely intoxicated out of her tree, and just the stuff that was coming out of her mouth was we've never heard it before. It was like it wasn't even her. Like she regressed back to a child, and she was experiencing things all over again. I remember at one point in the night, I was trying to calm her down, and she just looked at me and she grabbed me and she shook me, and she was just like, "They hurt you." And I had no idea what she was talking about, and she kept saying it over and over again. She kept apologizing and saying she was sorry, and she tried to protect us, but I don't know. But I remember my first kind of memory, and I don't know, I was with one of my ex-boyfriends, and we were having sex, and all of a sudden his face, it just like transformed into somebody else. It was the most fucked up thing that I don't know, have experienced, I guess. And scary, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. It's something I don't wish upon anyone. And I remember just going through high school and in my early 20s. It was hard to deal with. It was hard to date people. It was hard to form a bond and to love anybody, because in your eyes everybody's shit, especially men. It really fucks people up, and I see what other people have gone through, and in that sense I'm grateful. But on the other sense, when I have these like physical feelings and I can feel my body and mind going through something, but I can't see it, to explain it to people is just, it's hard. You just regress down to this like person that you don't even know, and you don't even know your surroundings anymore, or the person that you're with. And I would have to call my mom to come down, and or I would get him to call my mother to come and just calm me down, because honestly she was like the only person that could and that understood me and what was going on inside. But I think back and I'm just like, my God, he must have thought I was the most fucked up person in the world. I thought, still sometimes. It's not something people like to talk about. It's such a hush hush topic. Not as much now as it was back then, but even now it's a very uncomfortable topic to talk about. You just want to put it in the past and hope it doesn't come up again, but you know that it always will. And no matter what, it's always going to be a part of your life, because it changes you as a person. It does.